What's up, everyone? My name is Eric, and this is my wife, Lizzie. And welcome to Bluff Coast if you haven't been here already. Today, we have a pretty big announcement to make, and that is the fact that we are putting a 2.5 liter Subaru engine into our 1987 Volkswagen Vanagon Westfalia. We're pretty darn stoked about this, and this is something that we've definitely been thinking about for quite some time. Putting a Subaru engine in the van is something that I had heard about and thought about ever since I first got my van a few years ago. I heard about people putting Subaru engines in the van and it just being a total difference. People talk about how it totally changed how their van was able to be used and that they would just never go back. So it was always kind of in the back of my mind. And now here we are 3.5 years later and I'm putting a Subaru engine in mine.
So probably the first time that we really decided to put the Subaru in our van was on our way to our honeymoon. We were going to Colorado and we left the day after our wedding. We got about 3.5 hours away and our water pump failed. It was pretty dramatic and we didn't really know what was going on, but it just kind of showed the unreliability a little bit of the 2.1. I'm so cool. I know what it is. But that's kind of when we first decided that a Subaru engine would benefit us.
It was really a bummer not to be able to bring our van because we were really looking forward to it, and that was going to be our first trip, taking our van really beyond our local area. Other than that failing, we really didn't have many issues with our Waterboxer, so I can't really complain too much about that. It was a really great engine up until when we pulled it out just last week, but I can't really complain because it really is a strong little engine if you're looking to commute within town or just kind of do an hour, 2-hour trips around your local area. It's plenty solid for that, and I would definitely recommend it for those reasons.
So thankfully for our honeymoon, like he said, we made it, and his dad delivered us a car, which was amazing. So everything worked out good, but we did notice on our honeymoon going through the mountains, like we would not have been able to take the van in the mountains because it just doesn't have the power going up hills and can't even, go highway speeds, unfortunately. That's something that we really look forward to in the Subaru is just the increased power, but obviously it's not going to be perfect. We're not going to be going 90 uphill, but hopefully just a little bit more power and just ease of mind going through higher altitudes and stuff like that.
We really hope to travel beyond Iowa. We really hope to travel beyond the Midwest. We want to be able to jump in our van and travel pretty much anywhere in the United States and not have to worry about it. We really think that the Subaru can aid in that ability to do that versus the Waterboxer, which is obviously a little bit underpowered and it's a 33-year-old engine. One thing to consider is that with the increased power of the Subaru engine, you do have to think about other components in your van. Many people obviously mention the brakes, suspension, different things like that will be under more stress and tension with the increased power. Obviously that's something we'll kind of learn with time, what things are going to go bad and what might need upgrading in the future. So that's just something to think about.
One thing to consider when doing the Subaru swap is just the fact that it is not cheap and it's not easy. Obviously, it's a really big commitment. You kind of have the option to take it to someone and have them do it. That will be a lot more expensive, or you can do it yourself. Eric has been able to learn a ton through this process, and hopefully through these videos teach some of you guys the ins and outs of it a little bit as well. It is possible to do on your own even if you don't have a ton of experience, but you do have to think about having a space to do it and the tools to do it as well. So it might not be fully achievable for everyone.
It's definitely true. It's not cheap. It's not easy. You could obviously bring your van to a shop and have them do it. But if you're going to be doing that, you're probably going to be looking to pay double, if not more, to have the engine swapped. I've totally fallen in love with the process of swapping the engine, and I'm learning so much. I can't even begin to explain how much I've learned even just in the past month. So if you're someone that can do this yourself, I would definitely encourage you to do that. It's a really good learning process. You'll know your van a whole lot more than you did before. When something does go wrong, hopefully it doesn't, But when it does go wrong, I'll know what the component is and how to fix it, because I'll have kind of gone through all of that already. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that you can, learn from my videos. I hope that you can find resources online. There's so many good things on the Samba, on Facebook, and there's a whole lot of YouTube videos as well that show different parts of not only a Volkswagen engine, but obviously any sort of engine that is usually applicable to your engine itself. I decided to go with the Rocky Mountain Westy kit for my conversion. They fortunately include really detailed instructions pretty much from start to finish on doing the swap. Those guys have been really great from the get-go. They've been really helpful in any questions that I've had. I also decided to send my wiring harness from the Subaru to Jeff at Auto Ventures. They have been really awesome as well. I'm very excited to have a harness that's plug and play as soon as it arrives at my door. I was definitely not ready to take on the wiring aspect of the whole project, so that's going to make it a whole lot easier as well. I think it's easy to get in the mindset that once you have a Subaru engine, nothing else is going to go wrong in your whole entire van, and that's certainly not the case. There are still things that are definitely going to need maintenance, that are going to fail, and that you'll have to fix down the road. So I'm looking forward to uploading more videos about the whole process. I've been documenting the whole thing. If you have any questions, we would love to do a Q&A video eventually once we have the Subaru engine in the van. So if you have any questions about the process or any of the things that we've done, make sure to leave a comment below, and we'll definitely make a Q&A video sometime down the line. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all those cool things, and don't forget to stay coasting. Peace.